My acquaintance with the barefoot rag pickers leads me to Simapuri, a place on periphery of Delhi yet miles away from it metaphorically. The author says that her acquaintance, her contact with the barefoot rag pickers, Sahibe Alam and his other friends who are barefoot without shoes, leads her to Simapuri. So these boys, they lead her to Simapuri where these boys, these rag pickers live. Then she describes Simapuri. It's located on the periphery, outer area of Delhi. She says, though it's a place on periphery of Delhi, yet miles away, though just at the outskirt of Delhi, but symbolically it's miles away. It's miles away from Delhi, it's miles away from the development of Delhi, it's miles away from the beauty of Delhi, it's miles away from the advanced technology and life of Delhi, the capital of our country. Those who live here are squatters. Squatters, these are person who unlawfully occupies an uninhabited building or unused land. So those who live here, they have illegally occupied this place, Simapuri. And these people came from Bangladesh back in 1971. Sahib's family is among them. Simapuri was then a wilderness, a wasteland. It is still a wasteland, but it is no longer empty. In structures of mud with roofs of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of sewage, drainage or running water, live 10,000 rag pickers. She says that though this Simapuri is still a wasteland, here around 10,000 people, 10,000 rag pickers, they lived in the structure made of mud with roofs made of thin sheets of tin or plastic material which is called tarpaulin. There was no sewage, no drainage or running water facility in Simapuri. They lived in unhygienic conditions. It was a piece of wasteland where the garbage of the city was collected and these people had started living there illegally. They have lived here for more than 30 years without an identity, without permits, but with ration cards that get their names on voters' lists and enable them to buy grain. So the author describes the rag pickers had been living illegally in Simapuri for last 30 years. They have occupied the area without government permission or ownership. The politicians of the area have provided them ration cards and voter identity cards. They got grocery for their family through these ration cards and in return they cast their votes in favor of the politicians who had helped them. The writer asks a group of women who were wearing torn saris that why did they leave their homes in Dhaka. So the group of these women, they replied that if at the end of the day we can feed our families and go to bed without an aching stomach, we would rather live here than in the fields that gave us no grain. So this is the reason. They replied, if they were able to satisfy the hunger of their families and sleep well at night, they were happier to live in Simapuri than their fields in Dhaka which were ruined and gave them no food. Wherever they find food, they pitch their tents that become transit homes. Children grow up in them, becoming partners in survival. Partners in survival means these children, they are also helping to get food. And survival in Simapuri means rag picking. The source of earning in Simapuri is rag picking. Though the years it has acquired the proportions of a fine art, garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread, a roof over their heads, even if it is a leaking roof, but for a child, it is even more. So for the rag pickers, the garbage was as precious as gold. These families searched the garbage dumps and got things which they sold to fund their food. They gathered torn or damaged sheets which were used to cover the roof of their homes. These did not cover them well, but still provided them with some protection. For the children, the garbage dumps were more than a means of survival.